Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man.
On Crip is Cappuccino, man. Long live Nip forever. Neighborhood Nip forever, God. Man.
So much stuff has happened since we were last on the show.
Yeah, man. It's been a whole lifetime ago since.
Man, 2 weeks.
Man.
A lot has happened in 2 weeks.
Where do you begin?
I don't even know where to start, dude. Other than I still can't shake this shit, man. I'm still upset over this shit.
Yeah, I ain't shook it out today. I fell up in there like a rolling 60 at work today, man. I had on blue shoes, socks, pants, shirt, sweater, glasses.
Well, hey, you know when the NOI shows up and they're rocking blue everywhere. I mean,
you better watch out. You better watch the fuck out.
Yo, man, there's so much wild shit going on.
The NOI start cripping. We got problems.
Yeah.
For real, dog.
I can't. I mean, you and I have been talking over the past couple of weeks.
Man.
I mean, outside of the devastation that is the passing of Nipsey Hussle, I mean, that alone is so just.
Oh, it's wild out here, man. I've been watching videos of police getting shot at and shot, period. Getting jumped on by protesters. I saw motherfucking Notre Dame fire.
The cathedral's on fire.
Yeah,
today.
It burned down, dude. It collapsed.
No, did it?
Yeah, they thinking about it's gonna. They think it's gonna collapse again. Like
really,
like that motherfucker went up straight barbecue, son.
Dude,
it's crazy out here, man.
So much wild shit.
That's why I be at
right
the
now.
house, man.
Dude, I'm saying.
This is like the only time I come out.
I'm saying. Well, yeah, I'm about to be on that.
I can't do it, man.
I'm with you. Can't
do it, man.
How are you, man?
Hey, man.
Doing all right,
man.
You look a little too happy over there, Meeks.
No, that ain't it.
You look a little bit too happy. You need a
that
wipe.
That ain't it. And even if I am, so what? Can I live? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Can I live? I can't live? God damn. Well, what option do I have?
In this square, in this level of the house, you can actually. You can live. That's where I live.
It's a safe zone.
It's a safe zone.
Once you get past Satchel, you good. I swear to God, that motherfucker gonna attack me every time.
Let me tell you some shit this little dog did to me today.
Here we go.
So I've been gone for 2 weeks, right? I was on spring break for about 3 or 4 days with my family. And then I went out to Vegas. I went out west for 10 days for 2 trade shows back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been gone for a long ass time. I got back Friday. I went right back into like basketball filled weekend, like 4 games over 2 days out in bumfuck Swanee.
Man.
All kinds of shit, trying to keep the lady happy and go out with her one night, all this other shit, right? So get back in the regular routine Monday morning. I'm coming down to my office because I work from home.
Yeah.
You know, do a little routine with Satchel, bring him down here. You know, we put him outside for the first like couple hours of the morning. He can do whatever he does. All he does is sit there at the damn door and wait for us to let him in.
Right.
I let this motherfucker in. I bring him down to his cage because he's still on a crate. Give him his food. I go upstairs to get my breakfast to bring it down here. Yeah. This motherfucker has already turned over his entire food and water bowl. I had to clean up the goddamn cage. So when Natalie got home from doing whatever she was doing today, I was like, "You're not gonna believe this shit." I was like, "Did he do this to you when I was gone?" She's like, "He never does that to me. He hasn't done it once." This fucking dog, man.
Let me tell you what. Next time he do that shit, he got to eat and drink off the floor of that fucking cage.
No, but here's the problem,
where he drags his nuts and his ass. You got to eat your food off of that.
Agreed, but here's the thing: we're in the basement.
Yeah,
there's carpet down here. Yeah. And what happens is if I let him do that, because that is what I want to let him do.
Well, see, that's another spot where you fucked up. You got to own a dog like black folk. He should have been out in the backyard chained to the tree a long time ago. I don't know what the fuck you waiting on.
All
man.
Right, so
no house, no covering, no shelter, just tree and a chain.
Just nature.
Yeah. And when you go out there every now and then, he done wrap himself up around the goddamn tree and can't go nowhere and out there. you might loosen them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you fucking up.
You're right.
I told you, man.
You're right. Meeks took over my story. You're right.
I'm sorry.
That's awful. Anyway, that motherfucker, man, I just can't believe.
Better be glad you don't live with me, Satchel.
Just the amount of disrespect is at an all-time high across the world.
Man, fuck that dog.
All right, anyway. What else do we need to? There's so much shit to catch up on. I don't even know
too
where to
much,
start,
man.
dude. Let's
get into this
shit.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, actually, then real quick to our faithful listeners who thought that we had just,
we're here.
We went AWOL.
We talked about
Meeks.
We talked about shutting this shit down.
We did, but people just, people expect it, even when they actually, when they're not like what I'll call like super fans, because we have super fans that are waiting for that motherfucker to show up on Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
And then you got people that kind of casually listen, and then they get to the end of they probably got to 203 and they got to the Chong Wizard interview.
Yeah.
And they managed to catch when the date was.
Yeah.
And then they go to our Instagram account and see we haven't posted anything since the last week of March.
Yeah.
Can't even find your motherfucking Instagram account. Meeks disabled his shit.
Yeah, man. That's how I heard I was behind the shit happening out in Cali, man. Like that shit's so uncalled for, man.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Horrible, man.
But anyway, so but to our faithful fans, sometimes we just got to take a break, man. It's hard goddamn work turning out, two podcasts a week.
Yeah.
And
don't take it personal.
Yeah, don't take it personal.
It's just life.
Yeah, exactly. My work just got in the way, and we just took a break, man. And it was a perfect time to take a break.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Especially given all the crazy fuck shit that was going down.
No doubt.
All right. So anyway, this is the first time you're listening. Maybe you're a fan of the gentleman that we have on the phone here with us tonight for our weekly interview session. Or maybe you're a long-time listener. Welcome. This is Southern Vangard Radio. We drop twice a week. Tuesdays is a mix show. Latest and greatest hip-hop cut up by yours truly. Me and my homie, Mr. Meeks over there, just popping all kinds of shit, eating rap snacks and drinking rap liquor, as Meeks so eloquently said earlier. And
that's what we do.
We just having a good time. And on Thursdays, we have an interview session with a MC or DJ or producer or behind the scenes, sort of person. So that drops on Thursday. So Tuesday and Thursdays, you get nothing but that fly shit. We're basically on any platform you could ask for. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. Did I get all those? I think I got all of them. Did I say Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. We're fucking everywhere.
SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher.
Yeah. So just look up Southern Vangard and leave the U out. Leave the U out of Vangard, and you'll find us. And we have some other affiliates that help us with the cause as well, right, Meeks?
Yes, atlhiphop.com, iamclassicrawradio.net, returning to BoomBap, WRBB, X Squad affiliates, X Squad Radio, all of those in Atlanta, and then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio. That's who you need to check out when you go back out there, home. See what's up with X-Ro, man.
Yeah, you're right, I do.
Yeah.
Is he in L.A.?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was in the Bay.
He might be.
I could be wrong there. I don't know.
Could.
Sam's out there too, isn't he? Sam's in L.A. I forgot about that. I should have hollered at him. Anyway.
Yeah, there's a couple of more of VJC out there too.
VJCs, what up?
What up?
Speaking of vinyl.
Yeah.
Let's just get into it. I've found out about this gentleman from the homie Dave. From Official Crate Music. He officially introduced me to this gentleman.
No doubt.
And he reached out in the nicest, most complimentary way a couple years ago and said, hi, my name is Mr. Vinyl Villain. Yeah. And I have some records and some music I think you would like. And then as we've just, we kept in touch over the interwebs over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And he's with us on the phone tonight.
Well, it's just amazing to me how we recently been talking to, all types of criminal elements. We've talked to a pirate. We've talked to another villain in recent years. And tonight we're talking to the one and only Vinyl
Villain.
Yeah. Are you related to Rem the Villain?
No relation, but we're actually working. We got
that's what's up.
There we go.
That's what's up. That's gonna be some real villainous type shit.
You already know. You already know, man. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to catch Rim at a show last October, the new Golden Era show that Kay Burns put on in Brooklyn. And that was my first time seeing Rim perform. And his stage presence was crazy.
Yeah, he learned from the best.
Just the way that he commanded the crowd, I was like, I got to work with this dude. So I made it a point to, go up, introduce myself after he got off stage, and just sort of, built a relationship over, over those the next couple months. And yeah, just wait for that. I always just wait for that call, the message, whatever it may be, like, yo, send some beats.
Nice.
I'm always ready.
All right, cool.
So this is a big week for you, man. I mean, we're actually talking on a Monday. So let's just start there. Huge day for you today. Let's kick it off there.
Yeah. I today, midnight, last night, whatever you want to call it, dropped a Cold World with my man Uncle John out of DC.
Yes, sir.
And the response so far has been glorious. So today was a good day. I work a regular job myself. So, waking up at 7:00 this morning to those PayPal notifications from overnight was beautiful. It was a great start to the Monday.
Of champions right there. Man.
That's it. Exactly. I didn't have to eat breakfast. That was it right there.
Man.
Word. So what's the genesis of the project, man? How do you guys know one another?
So again, he was another one that I saw, I think it was a little over a year ago. Me and a couple of my homies went out to New Jersey to catch the New Jersey Drive show, which was Crime Apple, Daniel Son. They were the main headliners, but then Rome Streets was there, Sauce Heist was there. That place was packed. Cafe Soleil in New Jersey.
Yeah.
There was so many artists that, like, Pounds was there. He didn't perform, but he was just in the crowd. I can't even think of everybody that was there. It was ridiculous. And during Crime's performance, he actually brought Unc on stage to perform one song, which ended up being Ghost Pepper Policy, which they dropped later on.
Right.
And they even prefaced it like, no one's going to hear, like, you guys are getting an exclusive. No one's going to hear this for a while. And the way that Unc performed, like, he just came out of nowhere and, grabbed the mic, and his voice, his inflection, and, like, he walked out into the crowd and was just, like, rapping his verse in the crowd. Like, he just owned that shit. And I was like, I got to work with this dude. Like, this guy's got something.
Yeah.
So I made it a point to reach out to him after the fact, and was just like, yo, we should build on some shit. Like, love to work with you. Fast forward, I think a couple months after that, there was another show in Philly at Slime Beach, which was ST Knack and Daniel Son, and a couple other local Philly cats, Wiles Martyr, I think, and some other cats too. And I reached out. Uncle John is in DC. I'm from Mass.
Yeah.
I was going to Philly. I was like, yo, you going to the show? He was like, yeah, I think I'm going to slide through, because DC, Philly, they're right there. So I was like, yo, we should link up. He ended up coming through the show in Philly. We ended up linking up in Philly. My homie Michelangelo, also another producer out of Mass, real dope. He's done a lot of shit with Crime Apple recently.
Yeah, we played a couple of his joints on the show.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Yep.
He was doing a beat set at that show. So he ended up getting like an Airbnb. He was crashing. So me and John ended up going back to the Airbnb, crashing. Next day we got up. We both took the bus to New York to go link up with Sauce Heist. So it was just kind of like we've been building a relationship, you know what I mean, since I saw him in Jersey. And then you know what I mean? It just kind of turned in, like, when we went to New York, we recorded a couple tracks, and just kind of kept building. And it was just, sending him beats. And then finally one day he just emailed me a gang of shit and was like, yo, here's everything. And that ended up being the project.
God damn, he just gave you a bunch of heat back. Well, he just went into
yeah, because I was just sending him beats, and then out of nowhere, like, I was kind of following up with him, like, yo, what's good? Like, because I'm trying to build my name up, and I'm like, yo, what's good, man? We got to drop some shit. Like, I know we got some shit in the stash. Like, what's going on?
Right.
And then finally, one day he just dumped on me like 7 joints in the email. And we were originally, it was just going to be 7 tracks. And then like a couple weeks went by. He was like, yo, if you got anything else, like send another pack through. So I sent like, I think like 5 or 6 more joints. And he ended up writing like, I think 5 more songs or 4 more songs. And that's what brought it to the 11 tracks that we had.
That's I was surprised. I was expecting an EP.
Yeah, I mean, that's originally, I mean, I don't know what people are calling what now, because 7 tracks, I guess, is, you know, I don't know. Depends on who you ask, I guess.
I'm very opinionated on that.
That's an album. That's like a double LP.
7 tracks is not a goddamn album.
That's a double LP.
Fuck that.
Nowadays,
you get a 2 CD set with 7 songs right now. A book for each CD, son. Like, you tripping.
That's it. Yo, people are just gonna, the next album's gonna be, you know, like 4 bars per song. Yeah. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah. It's crazy. Haiku LP.
Haiku.
There you go. Yeah.
The haiku rap game.
Sonnet or some
haiku
shit.
Rap game. Fuck out of here.
But yeah, we ended up, it ended up being 11 joints. I was happy because it's, you know what I mean? That's a full length for me, you know? So I was like, yo, now we got the vinyl option, you know, like it just kind of opened a little bit more, you know, brought a couple more opportunities, you know, with the project too.
As a producer, can you appreciate a guy like beasting out like that, like hitting them off with a pack? Not really knowing where he's at with it, if he's feeling it, and then all of a sudden open your email up one day and you got joints, and then he tell you to send 5, 6, 7 more, and he knocked those out too. Like, do you see a lot of that, or is that, you know, like some one-off shit?
It's rare.
Okay.
I'll say that. I feel like that's rare. Because a lot of it, as a producer, a lot of it is like following up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's the art of the follow up. Like you gotta like toe that line too, like following up, but not being too annoying, not being like that crazy ex-girlfriend. Like,
right.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? But at the same time, like my beats are like my kids. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? Like I got other artists I can send them shits out to.
Yeah.
If you're not fucking with them, just let me know.
Yeah, I get it. Totally.
You know, and to be honest, most of the artists that I've been working with, that, you know what I mean, they're pretty good at getting back to me. Like, yeah, I fuck with this, I don't fuck with that. Like, but I guess the name of the game is just to keep creating, so you're not, you know, you don't worry too much about it. You know, if they use it, they use it. They don't use it, I got a gang more beats. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Now, is this right? I don't see any features on this project.
No features.
That's dope, man. Yeah, that's dope. Was that intentional? Like,
not off rip, no. But once he sent me the 7 tracks and there were no features on it, then it was like, well, fuck it, man. There's only 4 or 5 more joints. Like, we're just gonna. And then it kind of became a thing, like, you know, that whole J. Cole, like, going platinum with no features.
Right.
So, like, we kind of had, like, our own little joke about it. It was like, no features, you know, we're going to go platinum. We're going to sell this shit out with no features. And in the second batch of beats that I sent him, that's when he ended up recording that song, No Features Part 2.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate the J. Cole comparison, but if I see you or if I see Onk in fucking flip flops and bell bottoms with socks on and a goddamn turtleneck, we're gonna have to talk.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I might not be the vinyl villain after that.
I forgot all about that. It's so fucked up.
I can't get that image out of my head, dude. Like, literally every time I see this guy now, I think about that crazy ass fucking flick.
Did you see the video clip of somebody smacking the shit out of J. Cole?
When?
Like,
no,
after the photo shoot?
Like a week and a half. You wild. About a week and a half ago, I saw that shit. It's like after a performance.
No.
Yeah.
It is festival?
Was he wearing the turtleneck?
Right, exactly.
Nah. I bet he wish he had, though. He'd had a little bit more protection. He got touched. He got touched up.
Oh, shit.
Something awful.
I did not hear about that.
Out here, man.
I'm sorry, Meeks. Sandal off and threw it at somebody.
I didn't take the sandal off. Oh shit! It's too much. You know what's hilarious too is that when that shit dropped, I think you and me and somebody on Facebook, what's your man's name? Picket Fence, had a little back and forth about that shit. And I shit you not, 3 days later, I walked into the barbershop. And they still have, believe it or not, they still have magazines in the fucking barbershop you can read.
Did you actually see the layout?
Yeah. So what
magazine is this?
GQ.
Oh,
there were like 3 or 4. You know,
I thought you were gonna say J. Crew or something.
Nah, man. Bro, GQ,
motherfucking Lands End.
Well, it should have been. It's a goddamn Lands End. That's an LL Bean and shit.
LL Bean.
I'm watching the video right here, man. Yo, he got touched.
Oh, he's looking it up in real time.
He got touched.
I got this shit pulled up on YouTube, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Send me that link. Send me that link, Villain. I need that.
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, you got. And the dude that slapped him was like a little guy too,
right?
Like, J. Cole's a big, he's tall. Like, little dude reached up and gave him a little cat slap.
But see, you gave him some ammunition, man. You had on a motherfucking some tweed bell bottoms, man, dude. And thong sandals.
Not only were they tweed bell bottoms, but they were high waters. Those motherfuckers came out doing shins, dude. Oh my god!
He had the tube socks on and everything.
Fuck. It's just foul out here right
all right. Anyway.
Sorry.
Enough of the J. Cole.
Yeah. Let's get back to
well, I'm looking at the cover to A Cold World right now. And, obviously, Unc is got the bubble on and he's probably in fucking DC or somewhere and it's snowy and shit. Like, he's not trying to have winter end. I don't know if you've seen this. Yeah, it's spring is not here with this cover.
Not in DC.
Yeah,
and that was we had the artwork and shit done for that like a while ago. You know what I mean?
It's just
because the project A Cold World is based off of A Cold Wall, which is Sam Ross, men's designer. So it was kind of like street fashion. So that's why he's rocking you see the ACW bubble and he's got the pants on too. It's all based off
I see that
Cold
now.
Wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm late. I got the late pass on that one.
So Villain,
I had to get put on myself.
Villain, what your day been like, man? Like, the media outlets reaching out? Have you done any other interviews a day, or you just kind of been watching the PayPal blow up?
No, I like I said, I work a regular job, man. I work for a trucking company, so I was at work all day. Like, damn, I should have fucking called out so I could keep up with all these notifications.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But nah, it's been good. This is the first interview, that I'm doing regarding the project. My homie Parks that just, he runs like a hip hop blog, Deeply Rooted Hip Hop. I sent him the project maybe like a week ago and he's kind of doing like a little write up for us.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it, man. No one's reached out really yet. We reached out to Dope. The label that presses up, or was pressing up West Side Gun and all their stuff. They just did the Crime Apple drop today. To see if they'd be interested in doing, pressing up the vinyl.
Okay.
Waiting to hear back from them. But the other label that I just did a vinyl release for the Eto project that I did, the New Crack Era project.
Nice.
They did Copenhagen Crates, this label out of Denmark.
Okay.
They pressed that up. They did 100, limited edition, 100 pressing. And that shit sold out in like 45 minutes.
Nice.
Sold out in less than an hour, which was dope.
Man, your man Eto making a lot of noise right now.
Man, you've had a hell of a past couple of months, dude. Hell from dropping New Crack Era and then dropping this and fucking basically the same quarter, dude. What's going on, man? What else you got in the stash, dude?
Me personally?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a hell of a way to end the year, and then you kick off the year,
Yeah, well, that was it. Like the end of it kind of all started the end of last year. was like, all right, foot on the gas time. Drop the project with Eto. That was something that was building for a little bit. And then, me and Unc, like I said, we were building on this, and I wanted to drop it. I mean, if you talk to Unc, he'll probably be like, yo, man, Villain was pain in my ass, man. Because I was every week I was like, yo, what's up? But I mean, I'm glad we took our time with it. We wanted to release something, make sure it was dope, and the rollout, everything was good. And next up would be a project that I got with my homie Fast Life out of Queens, New York. You guys familiar with him?
Yes, sir, we are. We play a number of his records on this here show.
Yeah, so got a little project coming with him. So far, we're at 7 tracks. I don't know if we're going to add anything to that or just leave it at 7. But that's coming real soon, I would say. I mean, it's all done. We're just getting it mixed right now. So within the next couple months, that'll be out. And then I also have another project already fully recorded with my homie Spinda, who's from Boston, Massachusetts as well.
Yeah, we had Spinda on the show.
Yep. Yeah. So I got another project. Again, everything is fully recorded. Just, got to get it mixed up. And so I got two projects ready to go, in the chamber.
All right.
And then, like I said, when we started this too, working with Rim, also from New York, we got, I think I sent him 7 joints too. So 7 is the lucky number, it seems.
Yeah, no doubt.
I got those, and then I'm always Al Divino. He's another local cat. Lives 20-30 minutes away from me. So I'm always sending him music. ST-Nac, I actually spoke with him
a couple
with
weeks
ago.
All our favorites, man. This shit
doubt.
is awesome.
Word.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, Nac and Divino really kind of, help me out. I don't want to say help me out, but like they were the first artists that I really like dropped some shit with.
Okay.
We dropped Bag and Dope back in the day, and the Capos joint that we recorded both of those in one night at the Mini Mansion. And, ever since then, I was like, man, I got to get more people, rapping over my shit.
No doubt. You got any Mini Mansion stories that you could share with us? Like we've heard it, brought up several times. Like we just want to, can you paint the scene for like a session night in there?
The music paints the scene. Like that's exactly what the Mini Mansion is.
That's
like
what's
what
going
you hear
on
in the music.
There. Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's good vibes, man. Nac is a good dude. He's a good human being.
He's super knick-knack nuggets, man. You can't help but be a good dude.
That's a fact, man. But his hospitality is crazy. Like I said, like when I spoke to him a couple weeks ago, he was like, man, just come, you're more than welcome anytime. Like just come through. So, and like, I mean, I only live 20 minutes away from him. I'm like, I know, man, I'm just going to hit you one of these weekends. Like, yo, I'm outside.
Yeah, Meeks and I always say that we could probably find ourselves in some serious trouble if we actually made it up that way and got to poly with ST, man. ST's interview we did about a year ago was
so live,
off the fucking rails,
crazy.
Man. It's good, dude. We got to get up there, dude. We know too many people up there now to not get up there.
Yeah, you guys definitely got. I remember hearing the John Glass interview that you guys did too. That's my homie too. So I'm like, yo, you guys got to come up here. He was talking about the roast beef 3-ways and shit like that.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about.
You guys got to get up here, man.
I was gonna ask you about John Glass. I see he does all your mixing. Is your relationship with mixing and mastering and like the post production of a project similar to John Doe's love-hate relationship with all that shit? Or you? Like
it is. It absolutely is.
Okay.
I'm more. I don't want to say more of, but I would consider myself more of a creative.
Okay, got you.
I just like to sit down and make beats, and you know what I mean. Get the records made, and then hand it. Hand
it off.
In my opinion, too. I think I saw it was like. I think it was either Madlib or Jay Dilla. one of them was like the genius about them was that they knew when their part was done and when it was time to give it to somebody else to make it what it needed to be. You know, to polish it up, to get it, you know, where it needs to sound. Like, I know what I want it to sound like. I just don't necessarily know how to get it to sound that way. And I have no problem handing it to somebody like John Glass or D Polo, who did New Crack Era. Like, hand it to them, let them, you know, get it to the level where it needs to be. And then we got gold.
Have they met your expectations
for A Cold World?
Okay.
Because I'll be honest, during this whole time, I didn't have a job. So I was fucking broke. So I was like, I can't afford to pay anybody to mix this shit. So I got to sit down. I got to get this shit done.
Yeah.
Word.
Were you satisfied with it? Doing it yourself?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I even played it for John, because he's somebody that I appreciate his ear. Yeah. And he was like, yo, man, he was like, this shit. I'll tell you guys one thing. John said probably the most, I don't even know the word but like, when he said it, I was like, God damn, man, that means a lot. He said when he heard the project, to him, it sounded like 2001, like the Chronic 2001. Damn. And I was like, wow.
You put your motherfucking foot in that bitch.
Yeah, he was just the it's very cinematic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So he was just like, yeah, man. He was like, this shit sounds like Chronic 2001. I was like,
well, I mean, we are talking to the Marty Scorsese of hip hop right now. So
this is true.
Yeah, the cinema shit got to be there, man. So whenever you hand it off to John or anybody else to do the mixing job, like have they met your expectations? Has it always been good?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I've never had any issues with anything. John's mixed, I would say 90% of what I put out.
Okay.
From the Crime Apple single that I did, the 1212s joint, John mixed that. The PRR Way project that I did with Sauce Heist, Jamal Gasol, and Noah the Flood.
Okay.
John mixed all of that. He actually mixed the beats for the New Crack Era project, and D Polo mixed the vocals. Yeah, I mean,
I did not realize that John was had that skill set. Has he always been like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Yep.
That's dope.
His mixing skills, I would say, are probably one of the best in the Boston area, the New England area.
Wow.
I mean, his beats always sound incredibly good and like full and big, and so I mean, that makes a lot of sense if he has that talent for sure.
Plus, just the vibe at his studio is good too. It's like the mini mansion. Like, you get a vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha.
The smoke is, you know what I mean? Smoke fill the air. And just, good times. So I love going down there and just, kicking it. Even if I don't have anything to get mixed, I'll just be down there kicking
just to
it.
hang out. That's what's up.
Boston's popping right now, man. Just like the whole area. The underground up there is crazy, man.
New England in general. I mean, the whole East Coast, like Boston, New York, Philly, DC, upstate New York is crazy right now. Like, it's a good time to be on the East Coast.
Yeah, no doubt. It's funny how people have just been begging for New York to come back or whatever, and a whole new generation of people just took that shit, took it back underground, and now there's a whole nother fucking it's almost like a subculture almost. It's kind of crazy, man. It's ill.
Second win.
It is. It's nuts.
A major second win.
Yeah, so.
Hell yeah.
Villain, how did the Eto shit come together? We kind of glossed over that real quick. I wanted to get that story.
So that came together right around shortly after he dropped Omerta with V-Don.
Yep.
That's when I really got hip to Eto, even though I know he's been doing it since way before that.
Okay.
But that's when I really got hip to Eto. So I heard that project, and I was just like, who is this dude? Like, how do I get to work with this guy? Because that's the other thing, like, about me is I tend to work with artists. Like, I don't really sell beats. Like a lot of producers, they, sell beats, they lease their beats. I never really got into that whole online beat selling fad.
Okay.
I've always subscribed to, I'm going to find artists that I like, whether it be on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever, message boards, whatever it may be. And I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can work. That way I don't have to worry about some whack artist rapping over my shit. And you know what I mean? People associate me with that. So as far as the Eto shit goes, that's just how that happened. I heard him. I was like, this dude's dope. I got to work with him. Reached out to Eto directly, just to do a single initially. I was just like, yo, like I was like, yo, this is going to be great for me. You know what I mean? Reached out. He was like, yeah, absolutely. Gave me his price, paid him, sent him, a pack of beats. He actually recorded one joint, which ended up being the New Breed joint, the first joint on the project.
Mm-hmm.
I did some quick artwork for it and was ready to just drop it as a single to try to get my name out there a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Sent him the artwork. I was like, yo, what do you think? He was like, looks dope. He was like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I'm just going to drop it as a single, iTunes, all that.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you think about doing a project? He was like, I fuck with your beats. Like, I fuck with the sound. Like, you got that sound that I like. So he was like, what about, toss me a little bit more money and we'll just do a project. So I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? I had already given him some cash. So,
mm-hmm.
He kind of gave me a little bit of a discount for the rest of it. And I was like, sure, why not? So
nice.
Sent the PayPal over and just kept sending him beats and ended up coming up with a project. That took
dope.
A little bit longer than, say, the Uncle John project and like the other projects that I've done.
Yeah.
But I think he was just a little bit more selective with the beat choice because he was very similar. He was like, yo, we got to make sure, like, I think he knew where he was going as far as like the Muggs project, and he knew he was on like a different trajectory.
Yeah.
So he kind of he was like, I don't want to just drop this shit and have it fall on deaf ears, so to speak.
Right.
So he was like, we got to make sure this shit is fucking dope. You know what I mean? Knox. Cause like, he was kind of like me with the beat selling thing. Like, he didn't want to just put out some whack shit just to get a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, dude, the timing was impeccable, man.
And Eto's on
it
production
was,
too.
man. It was like, and that was the thing too. Cause I was like, when are you dropping the project with Muggs? Cause I didn't want to like overlap. I wanted to be before that. Yeah, I didn't want to come after that and be like that guy, Plus I knew he was crazy bit. Like, I know he's crazy busy. So I was like, I just want to get this shit out so that neither of us have to, it's off the plate. Now you can focus on everything that you got going on.
Right.
And I can move forward with what I got going on.
Word. That's smart,
so,
man.
Yeah, the timing was perfect on that.
Man.
Good shit.
Good shit, dude.
Yeah. Villain, what's your weapon of choice production-wise these days?
Machine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's primarily what I, program everything in. I do have a SP404 that I generally, if I'm sampling off vinyl, I'll run my samples through the 404 to get a little bit of a, different sound.
Okay.
The compressor and shit like that. And the 404 is crazy. So I'll run the samples through the 404, but I'm programming everything, chopping the sample and programming the drums in machine.
Gotcha.
How'd you get into this shit, dude? Like, how'd you get into
producing?
Yeah. How'd that happen?
Well, I started DJing back in high school. I actually started DJing in high school.
Okay.
Got my first set of turntables. I would skip classes and, with some of my homies, and we would just go back to my house. I would spin records and they would freestyle, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, started as a DJ, and then I think like after I graduated high school, I took a year off and just kind of worked, did like, you know, masonry, construction, bullshit jobs. And then I saw a commercial for the Art Institute of New England, which is in Brookline. No longer, I don't think it's there anymore, but it's a music production school. So kind of piqued my interest. Like I said, I was DJing anyway. I always had a love for music. And I was like, yo, I mean, you know, see what this is all about. So I ended up going to school, got my bachelor's degree. And I'll be honest, when I first went to school, I thought it was like gonna learn how to make beats. And it was more of like the engineering and the mixing.
Right.
Okay.
Everything like that.
Was any part of your degree like music industry, business related?
I took a couple like elective classes, you know, music industry and, you know, how, you know, stuff like that, some business classes, but most of it was engineering. I mean, the degree is, you know, engineering degree. So it was mostly like the, you know, like I said, like mixing and sound recording, live sound recording, stuff like that.
That's interesting. But, so you can actually master your shit if you have to. That's what's up.
Yes.
Yeah. I just, like I said, I choose not to because it's like, all right, this is done. Let me send this off to get mixed. And now I can start working on the next project.
So if somebody came to you and wanted your skills on that, would you be open to that? Like, have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had some people hit me up and, you know, yo, can you, I mixed the Fast Life 2 project.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
And then a couple other, you know, the homie Zumo, also from New York, producer. He had me mix a couple singles for him. Another cat out of New York I'm mixing some shit for right now. So, yeah, I mean, I do it. It's just not, you know, like I said, I'm more of a creative. So if I don't have to mix my own shit, I'm not.
I got you. That's what's up. Makes sense for sure.
So Villain, we've taken a good bit of your time tonight, man. What else would you like to leave the people with, man? Like, I know you talked a lot about what's around the corner already, but you know, we like to give folks the floor at the end of the interview.
Check out the A Cold World project, the shit that we just dropped with Uncle John. That shit is fire. And then just be on the lookout for the new shit coming. You know, project coming with Fast Life. Project coming with Spinda, work coming with Rim. Yeah, man, I'm always working. You know what I mean? Just, I'm everywhere. I don't want to, you know, say the typical, you know, Google me thing, but you could just Google. You could just Google me.
That shit
is
real, though.
I'm everywhere, man. I'm on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. You know, just Vinyl Villain. That's it. You know, just listen to the music.
There it is.
Word. What about your social?
I'm like, what is it in How High? I Need Money. You know, he doesn't talk. He just speaks with his hands.
And there it is. Send money now.
Exactly. What about your socials, man? Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
My Instagram is at The Real Vinyl Villain. Because I am the real Vinyl Villain. There are fakes out there.
All right.
Twitter is Vinyl_Villain. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm kind of like, I don't want to say a troll, but yeah, I guess, you know, I've been known to troll a little bit on Twitter. So if you know, ever in need a good laugh or, you know, just enjoy watching people talk shit and get mad at me.
Oh man. Hey,
you know, you can follow me on Twitter.
I can't let the interview in without some fuckery. So there's some fake Vinyl Villains out there, man. Take a moment to talk to them for a minute. The floor is yours, sir. Like I gotta hear this.
Well, no, it's just that, you know, there are literally people with handle like Vinyl Villain, Vinyl Villains, you know. So it's just I'm the real one. You know what I mean? Like this, and I mean, I don't know if you guys see my Instagram is full of video. Like my thing is I'll put video clips, movie clips behind my beats behind it.
Yeah.
That's where the Marty Scorsese of hip hop kind of comes into play.
Okay.
And I've noticed, you know, not so much anymore. I think a lot, you know, some of them have kind of fallen back because they realize, but for a while, there were some people that were, you know, trying to bite the style or just, you know, saw what was working for me. And I guess figured, hey, shit, maybe it'll work for me too. So they kind of tried to follow suit. But it doesn't work, man. You know, nobody does it like me.
Okay, there it is. There it is. It was a little more humble than I was expecting, but I get the point, man.
I'm not,
stop that
I'm not
biting
one to
shit.
start a bunch of shit right now, but nah, man. I got haters.
That means you doing something right, man, for sure.
Exactly. Sure. That's how I look at it.
Well, once again, man, congratulations on the release today, man. Y'all go get that shit. Vinyl Villain.
I appreciate it,
Ankhlejohn. Pick it up. It's everywhere. It's digital and CD right now, right?
Yeah, I got the CDs. You can buy the CDs through my Bandcamp. The link's on my Instagram bio.
Probably not for long. They're gonna be sold out probably pretty quick, right?
Yeah,
man?
That one ain't gonna last.
I'm hoping they go quick. We're only doing 100, so
okay.
Right.
And yeah, today, like I said, the PayPal notices were they were going up. So
that's what's up.
All right, beautiful.
But yeah, if you're not into the whole CD thing, then yeah, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, Tidal, whatever your streaming service, your preferred streaming service is.
Word,
no doubt.
Yeah, and go back and get that new crack era too. If you're not hip with that shit with Eto's banging.
Woo. Yeah, that was a dope project. Yeah. All of those, that all went real quick, and that was a blessing.
No doubt.
Shout out to Eto for that.
Shouts out to Eto.
Word. Well, Villain, thank you, my brother.
No doubt.
We appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
No doubt, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Word. We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. All right. Stay blessed, guys.
Have a good evening.
Peace.
Yeah.
There you go.
Back in the saddle
so good
again.
To be here, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
Golly, man.
Back in the saddle again, my friend. Yeah, man. Doe Meeks, Southern Vanguard Radio. Twice a week Meeks, twice a week Doe. Southern Vanguard Radio. Now, y'all know what it is. Episode what we coming up on? 204?
204.
204.
You go back to 204.
204.
You can hear some of that Ankhlejohn and that
Kicking
Vinyl Villain.
Doorway in the 4-4. Southern Vanguard episode 204. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's get it.
We out. Peace.
Peace, y'all.